What's up, Bears fans? Before we dive in, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on our Chicago Bears. Now, let's talk about a potential blockbuster addition to the defense. The Chicago Bears are set to make significant roster changes for the 2025 season, and one of the hottest debates is the future of the safety position. Will Kevin Byard III remain the starter, or will the franchise go after a big-name addition to strengthen the defense? With Ben Johnson taking over as the new head coach, expectations are high for strategic changes and, of course, some tough decisions. The Bears have one of the biggest salary cap spaces in the NFL, which opens the door for an aggressive approach in free agency. And one potential target could be none other than Jevon Holland from the Miami Dolphins. Analyst Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report has drawn an interesting connection between the Bears and Holland, highlighting the impact he could have on Chicago's defense. Even after a somewhat underwhelming 2024 season, Holland is still considered one of the top safeties on the market, with impressive career stats, including over 300 tackles and multiple game-changing plays since entering the NFL. Of course, this raises a big question. Is it worth moving on from Byard? The veteran had a productive season, leading the Bears in tackles and proving his value to the defense. However, his coverage skills left much to be desired, and cutting him would free up $7 million in cap space. If Chicago's front office decides to take this route, fans can expect a revamped defense more aligned with Johnson's vision and that of his defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen. But would the change bring immediate results? Or would the Bears be giving up a reliable piece for a gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow Bears News Fan Report for more analysis and updates on the Chicago Bears. If the Bears do decide to cut Kevin Byard and invest in Jevon Holland, the defense would undergo a major transformation. Holland brings a younger and more dynamic profile, with excellent play recognition and versatility in both coverage and run support. His presence could elevate the secondary and inject new energy into Dennis Allen's defensive system, which is expected to implement tactical adjustments to maximize the unit's potential. On the other hand, letting go of Byard wouldn't be an easy decision. Despite some coverage struggles, he was one of the Bears' most productive defenders in 2024, putting up strong numbers and taking on a leadership role in the defense. Additionally, integrating a new player into the system takes time, something Chicago must consider before making a drastic move. Another crucial factor is the financial impact. While Holland is an exciting option, he will undoubtedly cost more than Byard. The Bears have cap flexibility, but spending big on a safety could limit other strategic moves in free agency. With needs across multiple positions, the front office must carefully balance its spending to build a competitive team for 2025. Regardless of the path they take, it's clear that the Bears are entering a new era under Ben Johnson. This offseason is set to be action-packed, and every decision will directly impact the team's performance. Now, we want to hear from you. Should the Bears stick with Kevin Byard or target a new safety like Jevon Holland? Leave your comment and follow Bears News Fan Report to stay up to date with all things Chicago Bears. If I were in the Bears front office, I'd think twice before moving on from Kevin Byard. Yes, Jevon Holland is an incredible talent who would have an immediate impact on the defense, but is it really worth spending a fortune on a safety when there are other pressing needs on the roster? Byard may not have been perfect in coverage, but he was one of the team's most consistent defenders in 2024. He led the team in tackles, provided veteran experience, and still has a year left on his contract. Cutting him to save $7 million makes sense financially, but is Holland truly worth the extra cost? Especially when the Bears need reinforcements in other areas like the offensive line and wide receiver group. If the goal is a defensive overhaul, I'd rather see the team invest in the front line and pass rush before spending big on a new safety. But if Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen believe Holland is the missing piece to transform this defense, then it has to be done the right way. The problem is, Chicago has made costly mistakes in the past by overspending on signings that didn't pan out. At the end of the day, I'm all for improving the defense, but only if it's done wisely. If the Bears can land Holland without sacrificing other key moves, then great. But if signing him means missing out on more urgent reinforcements, keeping Byard for another year might not be such a bad idea. What do you think, Bears fans? Is Holland a missing piece, or should the team stick with Byard? Let's discuss.